is Adrienne Seal, and I am managing partner with Dragonfly Consultants. One of our service areas is inclusion and diversity, and it's an area of, that is important to me and really a big part of our mission at Dragonfly. And I wanted to talk about that today. Recently I was listening to some music. I was listening to a song that my daughter listens to by Fall Out Boy, and there was a quote from it that I wanted to share with you. And the quote is, "I became such a strange shape from trying to fit in." And it had me thinking about this space of inclusion and diversity. So I have 3 things I want to talk about. So the first thing I want to talk about is fitting in. Fitting in is not the objective. It should not have to be about changing your shape to fit in. The color of your skin, your gender, who you love, how you worship, where you come from, these are the things that you can't or shouldn't have to change and should not be a part of a selection factor, either consciously or unconsciously, in organizations, or anywhere for that matter. These things should not interfere in how we interact. But they do, because in organizations, it's about fitting in. So that leads me to the second thing I want to talk about, 20%. 20, 30%. We now have data that shows that to create real diversity, a minimum of 20 to 30% must be represented in an organization, or you don't get the benefit. Why? Because the group reshapes you to fit in. How many executive teams have you seen where they have had the token woman or the token person of color on that team, and nothing really changes? You really don't get that diversity and challenging thought process going on in that group. The outcome of that group is no different than it was before. Why is that? Because homogeneous groups have a strong identity and they have a self-preservation instinct, which makes it hard for a new point of view to be heard. So when you have a small percentage on that team, it's very hard to be heard. So that brings me to my third point, which is diversity and inclusion is hard group process work. Because of our conscious and unconscious bias of others, it creates conflict. Now, this can be construed as personal conflict when those biases are settled in fear or hate, but often it is about ignorance or misinformation. Part of creating inclusion is to explore the ideas and not judge the person. In the exploration of ideas, we begin to find innovation in the additive value that diversity brings. Constructive conflict that occurs in a really diverse organization is not aggressive or passive behavior. It is higher order group process, and it requires personal and group accountability. So in conclusion, this is really about that 500-piece jigsaw puzzle. Each puzzle piece is shaped different, looks different, yet has a unique position. It's hard to put together. When one piece is missing, it doesn't look or feel great. When all the pieces are accounted for, it's great and you feel a sense of accomplishment. And you never had to change the shape of one piece to fit in.